My man Czar make tracks like this.
What's going on, y'all? So a lot of you have asked my thoughts on the Presonus Studio One 4 announcement. So I wanted to do a quick video and talk about that. So I've not used Studio One 4 yet. Finishing working on a gospel album. Once I get the approval that everything's done, then I'm going to upgrade. You should never upgrade in the middle of a project. So hopefully that'll be done this weekend. I've already purchased my upgrade, but once I finish the project I'm working on, I will dive into Studio One 4. So overall, I think this was a nice update for Studio One. I think that it does what an update is supposed to do, and that's evolve the product and push it forward. When I think of Studio One, I think of three things. I think of ease of use, versatility, and innovation. Ease of use. When I first picked up Studio One, I found that it was very easy to use, and I feel like it has continued to be easy to use. Versatility. I feel like Studio One is good for all people of audio engineers, musicians, songwriters, producers, arrangers. I feel like Studio One is good for all of them, so it has versatility. And innovation, which is probably my favorite thing about Studio One. So Studio One 2, we got the Melodyne integration. Studio One 3, we got things like the scratch pad. So I'm really proud of where Presonus has been able to bring Studio One as far as its innovation. And we have another innovative feature. This is something that I haven't seen in other DAWs, which is the chord track in Studio One 4. I'm personally not that excited for the chord track. I do engineering, so I know that I won't use it. However, if I was a songwriter, I'd be very excited for this. Being able to manipulate the chords like that on the fly is very powerful. With the Impact, with the update to Impact, this is a huge update, and I don't produce anymore, but seeing everything that's added in Impact really helped me realize what Impact was before. And I feel with that and the drum sequencer now, I think this is going to help pull a lot more people, especially music producers, into Studio One. I never programmed my drums with a drum sequencer like that, but I know a lot of producers that do. So I think this is going to really help cater to them. On the engineering side, they've added the AAF import. This is something that's going to help me because some people I work with don't understand how to properly send sessions. With the AAF import and export options, that will greatly help me being able to receive sessions from my clients. There's, some things that I still wish that would have been added. You're not going to please everybody. I would have really liked to see import and export for I/O settings. I recently had to change interfaces in the middle of a project, and I had to reset up all my I/O settings because I couldn't import and export it. So there's a few things, and there's a few small things that I'm not even going to talk about right now. I will verify them myself once I dive into Studio One 4 and see if some other things that I hope that have been some small things that I hope has been addressed. Hopefully they have been, but if not, no deal breaker. I think this was a nice update for Studio One. I've seen, a lot of people complain about the update, and I really didn't have that high expectations for Studio One 4, and the reason being is Studio One has grown so much from where it started that, and I'm not saying that Studio One can't grow anymore, but I just don't expect the same growth that we got from Studio One to version 2, from 2 to 3. I don't think this is as a big update from 3 to 4, and that to me is just because Studio One has grown so much. I've seen some people complain about the price, and I really don't understand that, because one thing I can say that Presonus always gets right is the price. A $149 upgrade price. This was the same price we paid to go from 2 to 3. And if you compare it to other DAWs, because I went and did this out of curiosity, let's start with Pro Tools. If I wanted to upgrade my Pro Tools right now, it cost me $300 to upgrade, and I got to pay $99 annually to get on their subscription. With Studio One, it's been 3 years since Studio One 3 was announced. They're asking $150 for an upgrade. After 3 years, you can really say that's $50 a year. Let's say Studio One 5 comes out another 3 years from now and it's another $150. It's really not a bad upgrade price. I really don't see the problem. I've looked at other major DAWs and their upgrade price is more than $150. The only one that was less than $150 was Reason. That was $129. So I really think that the upgrade price is fair. Presonus always gets prices right to me. But again, overall, I think this was a nice update for Studio One. I'm eager to jump in and play with it myself. And hopefully I'll get to do that this weekend, so we'll see. Any questions, comments? I'd love to hear your thoughts as well on what do you think of the update. And I'll catch y'all next time.